Check, check, check. Welcome to the 2026 graduation ceremony for Mandela International Magnet School. Please remain standing for the color guard from Santa Fe High School's National JROTC program.
Ready? Move. Over. Hold. Breathe. And color. Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, and bright stars through the perilous skies, o'er the ramparts we marched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rugged the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the
You may be seated. Thank you. May 20th, 2026. Thank you to the Santa Fe High School National JROTC Color Guard. Thank you to Mr. Hill and Miss Chase Morrison for lending us your musicians and playing for us today. And I want to extend gratitude to our superintendent, Dr. Christine Griffin, who's on stage with us here today. You can give her a round of applause. And to our board president, Kate Noble. Mandela's board representative, Dr. Carmen Gonzalez. Associate Superintendent Michael Hagley. Associate Superintendent Felicia Senna. Deputy Superintendent Jamie Holliday, and Mandela alumni mom, by the way. Crystal Ibarra, Family and Community Engagement Director. And Raquel Plaza, Family and Community Engagement and Mandela mom. I also want to thank the safety and security team that I know has worked many hours setting up for today, and facilities and maintenance for all that they have done. In fact, my first phone call came this morning at 6 a.m. from facility maintenance. How can we help? What do you need? And I don't think they're in the room, but I also want to extend gratitude to the Office of Transfers, because we have a very complicated school with 100% lottery-based transfer admissions, and they work very hard. And also the Department of Teaching and Learning for helping us and supporting us with the very intricate requirements from the International Baccalaureate, the New Mexico PED, and Santa Fe Public Schools. Thank you all. It takes a village, doesn't it? So thank you all. You may also notice one other person on stage, and that's Christina Stanton. She's our IB Logistics Registrar, and she really does a lot. Speaking on behalf of our staff, we thank you parents and guardians for the collaboration we've known with you, and teachers, thank you for the tireless efforts to bring the best version of these students to the finish line today. No voy a repetir todo en español, pero les quiero dar la bienvenida a todos los padres hispanohablantes por todo el apoyo que han hecho durante tantos años para apoyar a estos alumnos para que se gradúen hoy día. Ustedes deben de sentir muy orgullosos. The rest of this welcome message from me, and here I'm representing our entire staff, so I hope this message it lends the voices of what our staff would want to say. But really, it's for you in the front row, you students. And those that are sitting in front of you and those that are sitting behind you are the silent witnesses to the accomplishments that you have done up until today. So students, you've made it. Give yourselves a round of applause. And when we look at you, and I think I can speak for our whole staff, we have come to know you very, very well. You're our largest graduating class, and we have camped with you, we've traveled with you, we've cried with you, we've laughed with you, we've exhorted you to meet your deadlines, we've helped you with that, and we've encouraged you to ask questions, consider other perspectives, take risks, and reflect ad nauseum. And now on behalf of the staff of Mandela International Magnet School, this is our farewell. It feels almost surreal that this will be our last meeting. With many of you have been a constant in our lives since you began at Mandela in the online world. You were avatars before we truly knew you. Yet, even before we taught you in all three dimensions, you began to impress upon us what you would become. Talented artists, multilingual, energetic, persistent, intellectual, community-minded, forever our care bears, and champions in perhaps the most rigorous pathway to high school graduation that anyone in this room has taken. Nelson Mandela stated, "What counts in life is not the mere fact that we have lived. It is the difference we have made to the lives of others that will determine the significance of the life that we lead." You have made a difference in our lives, class of 2026. And now it's time to take steps forward and do your part to create a better and more peaceful world in other settings. I want to leave some thoughts with you that may help you on your journey. Whether you're leaving New Mexico or you're just leaving this phase of life, here are some tips for finding joy, stability, and meaning wherever you are. I've divided this little section of my speech into three parts. What do I hope you will learn? What do I hope you will find? And how do I hope you will live? So what do I hope you'll learn? I hope you learn to close well. Whether it's in sports or anywhere in life, sometimes we falter, but there's always chances to make repairs and finish well. 100% of you that started your senior year are here today, and that's proof of finishing well. Risk takers seek healthy closure in the face of change. Learn to answer the phone. The way that you answer the phone says a great deal about how you present yourself, the pride that you take in your job, and the respect that you give others. And in the IB world, didn't we impress on you over and over the importance of communication? Learn to love where you are. We will never find the perfect place, but we can perfect our perspective. Some ways to learn to love our place, in my mind, are to learn where your water comes from. How many of you have followed a stream to its source? Learn the names of plants and animals where you live. Did you know that there's over 41,000 plant species with 690,000 unique names of medicinal plants alone? I wonder how many of those plants we could name in this room if we put our heads together. Learn the stories of your family and learn the stories of your place. Be a lifelong inquirer. What do I hope you will find? Find a way to do what you love within your job. We can't always say that we will do what we love as a job. As much as I love to throw a baseball or fly fish, that would never help me pay the bills to raise a family. However, each of us can find time every day within our jobs to feed our souls. If it's writing poetry, preparing and sharing food, riding a bike, watering plants, reading, that balance will help your own well-being as well as those around you. Find a mentor and learn as much as you can. Hopefully one day you will mentor someone else. I've had teacher mentors, rock climbing mentors, coaching mentors, fly fishing mentors, spiritual mentors. Be humble enough to learn from those with more experience. Ask questions and listen. This helps us gain a wide range of understanding that is meaningful to the world. How do I hope you'll live? Live simply. Work with a pen and paper because that connects your thoughts to a page. Wear comfortable shoes because walking is the simplest form of exercise. And when you walk, do so with your feet firmly on the ground and allow the energy of the place you are moving through to rise up through your body. Be reflective. Live a life of service. Whether you earn your degree in finance, study medicine, politics, or education, or go on into the working world, no matter what role you take on, always maintain the spirit of servant leadership. Embrace decisions that will help the collective and not just the individual. And that will help you live a joyful life. Isn't that the spirit of Ubuntu? Live with empathy. Life is full of experiences, and many are very difficult. If you're discouraged, remember that if that experience is happening to you, it is also happening to someone else, somewhere in this world. And so if you are speaking to someone in front of you right now, carry in your mind there is the possibility that this person may know exactly what you're talking about. Doesn't that embody being caring? Something you did recently, and this is my 28th year now in education, and something you did recently was the first ever, and it's something that's going to stay with me for a long time. As prom of 2026 came to a close, and some of you know that I tend to be the closer. I show up in the last few minutes and clean up and leave quietly. But I showed up, and after you had invited me and every other adult there onto the dance floor, made a circle around us and encouraged us to dance, the lights came up, you gathered your belongings, and every single one of you said thank you as you left. And that's what we will remember. Keep that spirit of gratitude and share it freely wherever you roam. Thankfulness has an incredibly positive effect on the world. In closing, Nelson Mandela also said that after climbing a great hill, one finds that there are many more hills to climb. There are journeys we take collectively, and there are journeys we must take alone. We've done this one together. Now we let you go and you walk on without us. You've got the tools, you've got the support, you've got your whole lives ahead of you. So with fierce joy and a lump in our throats, we watch you go. Congratulations. Dr. Christine Griffin serves as Superintendent of Santa Fe Public Schools. She has more than 2 decades of experience in public education and has dedicated her career to student success, strong instruction, innovation, and community engagement. Dr. Griffin began her career as a paraprofessional before serving as a teacher, instructional coach, principal, and district leader. Dr. Griffin holds a doctorate in educational leadership from Northern Arizona University. She's committed to equitable access, whole child development, and strong partnerships that help every student thrive. I'd like to invite Dr. Griffin to the stage.
Hello, graduates, families, staff, and distinguished guests. Congratulations. You made it here through determination, resilience, and probably a little bit of grit. We are proud of you. This week I tried something, is that a little better? Let's do that. This week I tried something I haven't done in a very long time. See, my friend signed up for a 10K that's going to be in Albuquerque this fall, and I thought, that sounds like fun. So I decided to run a mile. Now, when I say run, what I really mean is a combination of jogging, walking, some heavy breathing, some doubting of my decisions, and it took me 16 minutes, and I scraped my knee. I don't really want to get into that, but every couple of years I do this to myself. I say I want to be a runner. I mean, it's just running, right? How hard can it be? And without fail, every time I try, ankles, knees, feet, pride. Wow. Beautiful. I love it. I think, yes. I feel like I should be done now, right? That is, maybe, this is fun. I think really honestly, like this is queuing you up for life, right? 110%. Do you think I need to turn it back on? Okay. Oh, there we go. All right. So you're all with me. I'm trying to run. I've injured myself, mostly my pride. While I was out there, I thought to myself, wow, running is really, really hard. And it hasn't always been, though. When we were little, we used to run everywhere. Do you remember being 7 and you didn't run because you were training for something? You ran because life felt exciting. You ran because there was joy and adventure and freedom in it. I was a principal for 8 years. And honestly, I had to be the grumpy adult in the hall that when I'd see the little kids running by, just having the best time of their life, I'd have to say to them, slow down, walk, stop running, no running in the halls. And every single time I would see the joy just drain out of their face. Those perfect little moments of happiness interrupted by the grumpy adult telling them to slow down. And one day I thought, Like, who made up these rules anyway? Like, why? Why do they have to walk? And so I changed a little bit. And I'd see students running down the hall, having the best moment of their life, and I'd be like, run faster. Or, hey, I'll race you to the corner. Or, oh, are those new shoes? I bet they make you run really fast. So that joy, that excitement, that spark, that's what I want for you all. I hope that every day of your life you find one moment that makes you feel alive, moments that bring you joy and excitement and curiosity and adventure. And when you fall, which you will, know this: falling is not failure. Sometimes falling just means that you were brave enough to run in the first place. When you do fall, the people that love you will be here. They'll be here waiting to help dust you off, encourage you to heal, maybe kiss your knee, and send you towards your next adventure. So class of 2026, run. Run towards the things that bring you joy, toward your purpose, and toward people who make your life better. And don't let the world turn you into somebody who forgets how to run. We are proud of you, we believe in you, and we can't wait to see where your next chapter takes you. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Griffin. Kate Nova was born in Santa Fe, attended E.J. Martinez, Cap Shaw, and graduated from Santa Fe High School. She attended Columbia University in New York City, graduating with a Bachelor of Arts in Film Studies. Kate spent 10 years at the BBC's Business News Desk as a producer, reporter, and anchor. She then returned to Santa Fe and began working for the City of Santa Fe in economic and community development, where she focused on growing local businesses and local talent. She joined Growing Up New Mexico, an early childhood community organization, in 2008 and became CEO in 2023. She's passionate about community and has served on the Santa Fe Public Schools Board of Education since 2017. She's proud to have her son in the Santa Fe Public Schools and considers him her greatest teacher. Kate Noble, board president, will give us to share some thoughts.
Hello, how are we all feeling? So we have an interactive part of the ceremony here when everybody comes across the stage and gets a diploma, but we're gonna start with a little interaction early. So we'll start with all of you graduates, because we're so pleased to see you. I just have a few questions. We're taking a poll. How many of you learned something in high school? How many of you learned a lot in high school? Let's raise them high. Okay. Now to families, friends. How many of you learned something while your student was in high school? Did y'all learn? How many of you learned a lot while your student was in high school? Okay. Back to the graduates. How many of you are feeling nervous? Little anticipation. Okay. How many of you are feeling proud of what you've accomplished? Good. Some not so much? Okay. Families, friends, how many of you are feeling proud of your graduates today? Yes. I think we are all really, really proud of you. So, one more question. How many of you are going to remember the advice given up here by those of us speaking? Anyone? Anyone? Okay. Well, in a few moments, maybe more than a few, but you will soon be high school graduates, which means, as the statistics show, you'll make more money, you live longer, maybe you'll be happier. Not so sure about that. But here's another one. I know that everybody lives longer and better with gratitude, so I'm going to do a few moments of gratitude. First of all, to you all for getting here, for your hard work, and for being the reason we get to celebrate today. And to family and friends and everyone who's here supporting your graduates, thank you. Thank you for all that you've done, because it really does take a village to get folks here. And this is your moment of celebration too. To the Mandela staff and the district team, holy moly, thank you so much for all you do. It's almost summer and you get to rest and relax, but you have had an incredible year, an incredible push, I'm sure, to get many of these graduates here and to do all you do. I am incredibly grateful all the time for the family that is the Santa Fe Public Schools, so thank you. And that includes the board. Dr. Gonzalez is here. We have 3 other board members as well. Believe it or not, we work pretty hard, and we always hold in our hearts and minds what is best for the students, what is best for the teaching and learning in our public schools, and I'm grateful for that. So, in the spirit that not many of you may remember the advice, I got it down to a few simple things. Be good, do good, never give up. Be good to yourselves and each other. The world's crazy now. I wish that the adults that came before you had done a better job, but here we are. You walk into the world, and we need you to be good to yourself and be good to each other. Please also do good for the world. This planet needs you, the animals, everything here on this spaceship we call Earth needs you to do good for the world. And partly because it is all messed up, you're going to have to never give up. So I hope you can all remember that. Be good, do good, never give up. One more thing. Don't forget home. Whether you stay here, move out of your parents' or family's house, whether you go away, don't forget your home. When I went to New York City after graduating from Santa Fe High more than 30 years ago, I thought, I'm going to go see the world. I'm going to go see a great place, a great city. And you know what? I'm back here. And I've been back here for a long time, because this is the best place in the world. So never forget Santa Fe. Never forget Mandela. Never forget that this is your home. Congratulations, graduates.
Thank you, Board President Noble. I know that all of our students know, but perhaps not every person in the audience knows, that our school is built around, our namesake is Nelson Mandela. And we build a lot of our philosophy around the International Baccalaureate, but also on the concept of Ubuntu. And the concept of Ubuntu that comes from South Africa means I am who I am because we are who we are. And so we work very hard to develop a collective vision throughout our school and develop students that believe in the concept of we, not me. And so much so that every 7th grader takes a semester-long class called Ubuntu. Every year, staff choose by grade level a student that earns the Ubuntu Award. And for our seniors, that award is given on stage here at graduation. And so the Ubuntu Award this year will be a scarf from Nigerian textile Gasali Adeyemo. And the scarf is called the Four Sisters. And in the design of the scarf, the design speaks of our interconnectedness. The student who most exemplifies Ubuntu this year, according to staff, this is a student who most exemplifies the word caring. This person rushes to hold the door when they see you with full arms and is happy to jump in wherever needed. They do not seek recognition. They are kind for the sake of being kind. Over the years at Mandela, this person consistently embodies the concept of Ubuntu, shepherding and caretaking of the teachers, our school, and students alike. This person shows respect and care for all living beings. They are very much a vibrant example of a shared life and existence. This student cares about people, animals, and the environment, embodying the meaning of I am because we are. This student is exceptionally caring and exemplifies leadership from behind. This student is consistently working behind the scenes to make sure that the fish are cared for, events are successfully executed, and her community is okay. Robin Hickerson, please come to the stage. I'd like to invite our salutatorian, Ada Armstrong, to come to the stage.
Power lines dip and swerve out to the horizon. Lines of wires crossing, uncrossing, cutting shapes across the sky. Depending on your perspective, the power lines can form roads, maps, equations. They hold a story, not in what they are, but in how you look at them. Across the sky, where the lines fade from view, a melody of hues rises and falls. Deep, saturated blue from the late afternoon sun. A lonely, shallow gray, and a darker, all-over black. Currents of electricity swell through the wires, creating a map of energy, a map of life. Colors blend together within the polygons, separated between wires of life. Tilting your head one way or another, the power lines transform. Different shapes, different stories. Half of the setting sky grows thunderous with dark swirls. Lightning flashes in the distance. Darkness creeps across the horizon. Looming, threatening. One bird takes flight. The other half of the sky is bright. There is no threat of danger, yet there is no promise of rain. The mountaintop grows cold. City lights begin to twinkle. The aspens on the hillside have long since stopped glowing. The forest becomes dark. It is menacing, but it is no different than it was. I am merely afraid now because I can no longer see it. The power lines are trembling, shaking in the wind. Paths converge and then separate. They all meet together in the same place. For just a moment, they share the same patch of sky. Each day the sun rises and sets. New colors will fall between the sections of power lines. Each of our lives sharing the same day. Each section a different life, built together into one big sky. The sun is setting on everything that was once familiar, but we still have everything that we love. We don't know the changes the weather will bring us each day, and we are afraid of the future only because we can no longer see what's there. But we can find solace in the fact that we can trust that the sun will always rise again, and newer, brighter colors will fill the gaps between the power lines as new knowledge, experiences, love, and laughter fill each and every one of our lives. Thank you.
Thank you, Ada. This year we have not one valedictorian, but two. And so we will invite, first, Elise Gonzalez will come to the stage and give a speech, and then Mia Schleiman.
Hello, all. First, please look at my egg. It is a graduating egg, just like us. Also, please forgive my lack of linguistic coordination because I was just in an HL math exam, so that was like a lot. First of all, thank you to all of our teachers, all of the families, all of the community members who have contributed to our lives thus far and made us able to be here today. Round of applause. Yes! I'm really honored to be standing in front of you all today to share a bit about what makes our class really special. So, as Mr. Grillo said, we arrived at Mandela online, meeting our new classmates as small panels on the computer screen. And I knew no one. I saw a sea of faces on screens who were able to become best friends on Zoom, while I felt like I was trailing behind. And when we came back to school, a lot of people in this room can probably remember me sitting on the ground outside of the theater classroom or in the gazebo, reading a book or listening to a podcast, because I was a weird little kid and I didn't have any friends. But it took me one spark of bravery in the autumn of 8th grade to finally eat lunch with the girls who would become my best friends. After what I imagined was Mandela's first fight, I found myself with a video of 2 7th grade boys brawling. And then I went up to Mia, Padmani, Ada, and Kanya, and I asked them if they wanted me to send them the video. And so now I had new friends and their phone numbers all in one lunch period. So I only mentioned my roundabout way of obtaining friends to say I didn't really need to be doing all of that. Though I used to worry incessantly about my classmates thinking I was really weird, standoffish, passive-aggressive, though I sometimes am all of those things, I failed to realize that this school really cultivates care for each other. There are individual friend groups, sure, but there are also senior ditch days where we all gathered at Cochise Lake, ate hot dogs, and played Frisbee, and 4 people almost knocked my head off with a volleyball. Or our prom after party when the whole gang gathered at Oak's house in our evening finery and ate guacamole. Jude sang karaoke, and Padmani held a chicken. I took a nap on a beanbag, and Ari was obviously playing the piano. 100 Elk was also a blast where almost everyone was able to jam out to Gabe's meticulously chosen 2000s pop hits, featuring a hefty amount of Bruno Mars. We sat in a circle and then cried after perfectly executing a challenge of marbles and PVC pipes, if you know, you know. We spent the last 6 years together, taking almost the exact same classes, going on class field trips, lamenting the trials and tribulations of the International Baccalaureate. And we're so lucky to go to a school where everyone knows each other's names, where anyone will share their study tips at the drop of a hat, where memories abound and tears are shed at every waking moment. We're a very sentimental group, okay? I'm so glad to know all of you, and I hope that our cohesion, the little hydrogen bonding of our water molecules, continues into adulthood, and I hope we can always grab coffee and tell each other about our accomplishments, because there will be many, and we'll always remember the bittersweet times here at Mandela. This was really hard to write, and one of the perks of being friends with everyone in this class is that everyone's asking me, what are you going to write about in your speech? And I'm like, no idea. And it's always going to be cliche, and it's impossible to put into words what spending 6 years of our lives together has meant. It's definitely a mixture of compliments and some sharp jabs. But I hope I did us justice, and please don't mention this speech again. Love you guys. Bye.
Thank you, Elise. As Mia comes to the stage, many of you do not know that we took a group of students to Oaxaca several years ago, and Elise was in that group. And there was a thunderstorm that kept us trapped in the Dallas airport area for 48 hours. And when I sent everyone to bed and said, everybody needs to be in bed at 10 o'clock, and when I checked in the lobby at 11:30, Elise was having hot chocolate with a group of students and just wanted to have hot chocolate. So, Mia Schleiman.
Wow, this is kind of scary. There's a lot of people. First, I just wanted to say thank you to everybody, teachers, parents, family, friends, for all getting me here. I couldn't have done it without you. And honestly, as Elise said, I didn't even know how to start writing this speech. I wrote words on this page, well, phone, obviously, but Even so, I'm still wondering how I'm supposed to fit all the memories we've made here at Mandela into just a few minutes. Especially those middle school and ninth grade years when this moment felt decades away and school seemed limitless. Thinking back, I remember the times when we lived almost carelessly, simply anticipating summer and the end of the school year until the next one. Those many first days of school, each filled with the same awkwardness, anticipation, and wonder as we once again saw the same faces but with slight differences, and people seemed to have grown overnight or developed a newfound hobby in a day. While I was trying to write this speech, I asked people for pictures. Little snapshots of memories that reminded them of the past. Looking through them, I saw our younger selves, the bleached hair, the braces, the mismatched outfits, the awkward smiles, and our complete unawareness of what the future would hold. In those innocent images, I saw the people we are today. I saw younger versions of us, the kids that slowly grew into the people we are today, our personalities and potentials continuing to develop year after year. When I turn to my own memories, I distinctly remember those strange years during COVID, when I transferred here in the middle of 7th grade, terrified of this weird lottery school and people I had never met. I remember the middle school cross-country practices with Mr. Weaver, where I met Maida, my first friend, and I especially remember those years of Foursquare when we learned about cherry bombs and chicken feet from the upperclassmen. Then came the Gaga Ball phase, where everyone gathered in the gazebo, the sound of the half-deflated ball echoing as it bounced off the concrete walls, and the constant fluctuation of people, many running to the nurse's office for extra Band-Aids. I remember rebelliously throwing rocks at the bell when no one was looking, and sticking my fingers in the holes in the green plastic table during lunch until one day they got stuck. Those were the moments when life felt endless, when our potential felt unlimited, and the future ours to decide. But somehow, along the way, that feeling began to change. Now things feel more permanent, more real. Today is the final step of high school and the first step towards everything that comes next. We each have a plan, a college we're going to attend, a possible major we're thinking of exploring, a hope of what we might do with our lives, and a future we're beginning to imagine. As we leave here, our paths will spread like roots of a tree, growing in different directions as we search for new opportunities and experiences. And as those roots grow farther apart, the branches, they will extend upward towards the sun, reaching for the light. I guess what I'm trying to say is that although our paths will part as we grow, they'll always lead back to where we began, to Mandela, the place of the IB curriculum with those acronyms that our family members get confused about, like CAS, EE, IA, IOA, EA, ATLs, and LPTs. But Mandela was never just about the school, the assignments, the extra projects. It was about the community. About those times where we fit 13 people on a lunch table that was supposed to fit 8, or the piling of classmates into cars to drive to the park and play spike ball and climb on the trees. Or simply the fact that we are the last people at prom, the ones to request glycolysis to be played, and the ones to refuse to stop having fun. And as we move forward, those years will become part of our foundation. We look back at the old Polaroid pictures that we are bound to find in our school, from our school dances or hidden amongst the camera roll, and our old messages signed in friends' yearbooks. Those are the people, memories, and experiences that we will always hold in our hearts. Because looking back, we realize the future that felt so far away is now right in front of us. So wherever our paths take us next, a new school, cities, and maybe even new countries, I hope that we all carry the weirdness, curiosity, strength, persistence, and empathy that brought us together and shaped us. Because honestly, we are still those same kids in the old photos, still growing, changing, and still becoming the people we are meant to be. I want to thank all of you, truly, each and every one of you, for being the best class I could ask for. I'm going to miss everyone, but what I'm going to miss more is the times when it felt like we had forever. Congratulations, everybody.
Thank you, Mia. We will now have a student performance performed by Ada Armstrong, Gabe Krasilovsky, Mayra Lemu, Oak Palmer, and Antonio Pell. Come on up, please. You can see in your programs that we'll be playing The Winner Takes It All by ABBA.
Oh God, this is really
really scary, actually. Oh my goodness. Well, everybody's setting up. Just a fair warning. This is a little surprise for you guys, and teachers as well. Please don't get mad at us. Seriously, please don't get mad at me. Well, hold on. Thanks. Yeah, this is a little surprise, and yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Childhood living easy to do. The things you want to live, I've got them for you. You know I can't slide through my head. Now it's decided. It's time to let go. I watch you suffer. Being this, oh, all things right could make me feel better, or teach you what I would say, but it drives me away. I would say, but it drives me away. I know what
tears must be cried. So let's do something before we
Thank you. Thank you all. Now we're off here. Thank you all. And in your programs, you may want to make an addendum that it was not the winner takes it all, but it was Wild Horses. Neil Young. If you're on stage, you may want to stand and face the screen. We've got a special senior presentation here. So. Do you see why we feel like we have the best job in the world? This is the time that you've all been waiting for, seniors. It's time to present diplomas.
Attending New Mexico State University, recipient New Mexico Seal of Bilingualism in English and Spanish, IB course candidate Marcos Daniel Aizpuru. Attending the University of Denver, recipient New Mexico Seal of Bilingualism in English and Spanish, full IB diploma candidate Alexa Alfonso.
Parents, this is the one time your students are crossing the stage. Feel free to come up here and just respect the fact that other people's kids are coming up here as well. And so let them take pictures as well.
Attending the University of New Mexico, recipient New Mexico Seal of Bilingualism in English and Mandarin, IB course candidate Celine Anderson Andre. Attending the University of Wyoming, IB course candidate Jaden Arturo. Attending the University of Vermont, recipient New Mexico Seal of Bilingualism in English and Spanish, full ID diploma candidate, your salutatorian, Ada Lynn Armstrong. Attending the University of New Mexico, full ID diploma candidate, Jude Dino Attending Western Washington University, IB course candidate, Kanya Carlo. Attending the University of New Mexico, IB course candidate, Giovanna Valentina Molde. Attending the University of New Mexico, IB course candidate, David Constantine Urete. Committed to play baseball at the University of the Southwest, recipient New Mexico Seal of Bilingualism in English and Spanish, IB course candidate Diego Espinosa. Attending the University of Mexico, IB course candidate Daniel Fayez. Attending Columbia University, recipient New Mexico Seal of Bilingualism in English and Spanish. Full ID Diploma candidate and co-valedictorian, Alice Gonzalez. Attending the University of New Mexico, recipient New Mexico Seal of Bilingualism in English and Spanish. Full ID Diploma candidate, Robin Hickerson. Studying dance in New York, IB course candidate, Amara Jafar. Attending the University of Montana, recipient New Mexico Seal of Bilingualism in English and Spanish. Full ID Diploma candidate, Hermione Costa. Attending Middlebury College, recipient New Mexico Seal of Bilingualism in English and Mandarin. Full ID Diploma candidate, Gabriel Rogers. Attending Fort Lewis College, IB course candidate, Elena Laura. Attending the University of New Mexico, IB course candidate, Daryl James Lee. Attending Western Illinois University, recipient New Mexico Seal of Bilingualism in English and Spanish, IB course candidate, Mayra Nayeli. Undecided for next year, recipient New Mexico Seal of Bilingualism in English and Spanish, IB course candidate, Francis Lopez Juarez. Attending the University of New Mexico, IB course candidate, Noah Amarante. Attending the University of North Texas, IB course candidate, Ilda Lydia Noronha. Attending the University of New Mexico, IB course candidate, Josiah Seymour. Attending Western Washington University, IB course candidate, Oak Palmer. Attending the University of New Mexico, recipient New Mexico Seal of Bilingualism in English and Spanish, IB course candidate, Antonio Zachary Howard. Attending New Mexico Institute of Mining and Technology, recipient New Mexico Seal of Bilingualism in English and Spanish, IB course candidate, Daphne Plaza. Attending New Mexico Highlands University, recipient New Mexico Seal of Bilingualism in English and Spanish, IB course candidate, Ethan R. Plaza. Attending the University of New Mexico, IB course candidate, Vincent Brooks. Attending the University of Northern Colorado, IB course candidate, Michaela Ramirez. Attending Vassar College, recipient of the New Mexico Seal of Bilingualism in English and Mandarin, full IB diploma candidate, Theo A. W. Wright. Attending the University of New Mexico, full IB diploma candidate, Ioma Cuero da Silva. Attending the University of New Mexico's BAMD program, recipient New Mexico Seal of Bilingualism in English and Spanish, full IB diploma candidate, and co-valedictorian, Mia Grace. Attending Babson College, recipient of the New Mexico Seal of Bilingualism in English and Spanish, full IB diploma candidate, Wayton Samuel. Attending Colorado State University, recipient New Mexico Seal of Bilingualism in English and Spanish, full IB diploma candidate, Magdalena Sosa. Attending the University of Montana, IB course candidate, Nicholas Brady Spangler. Attending the University of New Mexico, recipient New Mexico Seal of Bilingualism in English and Spanish, full IB diploma candidate, Jared Alar. Attending the University of New Mexico, IB course candidate, Jonathan Bowe. And attending Colorado State University, full IB diploma candidate, May Ward.
Congratulations, class of 2026. You really deserve to be proud of yourselves. When we recess, let's let our staff and students recess all the way back. There will be refreshments outside, and you can also take pictures here. You can take pictures outside at the reception. Superintendent Griffin, Board President Noble, I think we should have our students stand. So please rise. Superintendent Griffin and Board President Noble, I can attest that these students have fulfilled all the requirements as set forth by the New Mexico Public Education Department and Santa Fe Public Schools in order to graduate. Would you agree with that assessment? Thank you. All right, students, so on the count of three, we will turn our tassels from your left to your right, which will then signify that you're no longer students of Mandela International Magnet School and you are free. So before we do that, I just want to say one more time, just heartfelt from me and from our staff, how much we have enjoyed you and we've appreciated you as students and as leaders and as the future for our world. So thank you. Let's do this, shall we? On three. 1, 2, 3. Congratulations.